here in the U.S. and around the world, mosquitoes and the diseases they carry are a big problem. But one of those problems is preventable.
We're talking about malaria, which kills someone every minute in sub-Saharan Africa. Bishop Hope Morgan Ward from the North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church is here to tell us how the church is working to end this problem. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to share the great progress that's being made in resisting malaria.
Tell us about that net right there.
This is a bed net. And when children or adults have this over their bed at night, they're protected from mosquito bites. These nets cost $10.
That's all.
And for a $10 donation, you can literally save a life. $10 buys a net, or $10 buys 2 rounds of medication for someone who has contracted malaria.
So I'm curious, if malaria is 100% preventable, what is the United Methodist Church doing, like you guys doing, to help that?
The nets are a huge part of Imagining No Malaria. Also, education and sanitation, clean water, through over 300 hospitals networked across sub-Saharan Africa. These programs in communities raise awareness and help people do the things that are beneficial for their health, such as using these bed nets, which people like you give.
Yeah, and Bishop, we've talked with you about this a few times before. How are the numbers? Are they going up, down, about the same?
The deaths by malaria have been reduced by 50%.
That's wonderful
in
news.
Very recent years, and so it works. It works. In the United States, where we also have mosquitoes, of course, malaria was eradicated in the 1950s. So it can be done.
Wow.
And working together with great generosity, as we in the United Methodist family raised $75 million in partnership with others.
So that's how much you've raised?
That's how much United Methodist people will raise by next year. We're at $67 million and are shooting for the $75 million goal. And our goal in Eastern North Carolina is $1 million, of which we've raised $600,000.
Right.
So you can help us by going to nccumc.org/Imagine No Malaria, or by texting a gift, and every gift counts.
Imagine No Malaria is more than just mosquito nets, right?
It is. It is imagining life for children and for adults that's full, that's abundant. And we are delighted at the progress. We know there's a great distance still to go. And so today we invite you all in.
Well, I'm curious, for people who don't know about the severity of malaria, what goes on in those countries? Like, is it just a flux of mosquitoes? You know, what is really transferring the malaria?
Mosquitoes are transferred by malaria is transferred by the mosquito. In fact, the mosquito is the most dangerous creature in Africa. It's not an elephant, it's not a rhinoceros, it's not a lion.
Wow.
It's a little bug that bites. And we know about those in Eastern North Carolina.
We certainly do.
And so the eradication, of those mosquitoes is part of Imagining No Malaria.
Gotcha.
Standing water, where mosquitoes collect, can put a family in danger if their bucket's full of water, or if a family lives by a stream or a creek that's still. We know in Eastern North Carolina how mosquitoes breed. And so Imagine No Malaria is a comprehensive program to provide bed nets for children and also to help families know how to protect themselves.
How did you get so involved in this particular issue?
Well, the United Methodist Church from the very beginning has been engaged in health. Seeking fullness of health for every person. Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, social health, financial health, all the ways in which we have abundant life together. And so it's been a natural for us
to do this. So thank you so much, and best to you with raising the money to buy those nets. nccumc.org/Imagine No Malaria. That's how you can help.